Entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled Three Profitable Marketing Lessons You Can Learn About Successful Internet Marketing, believe it or not, simply by watching a foreign film that has no subtitles. That's right. And how doing so is going to put more money in your pocket. So here's a quick question. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever had the pleasure of trying to watch a foreign film without the all-important subtitles? This is like not recommended. So here's the thing. You're going to discover three incredibly powerful marketing lessons simply by watching a foreign film, believe it or not, that has no subtitles. Now, for those of you not familiar with the term subtitles, it's that all-important text that appears below the film that translates the film's language into a language that you and I, the viewers, can understand. Like, say, for example, you're watching this film and it's in Russian, and the actors are speaking Russian, but the bottom of the film has almost like a teletype, and they're translating what they're saying into, in this case, English, so I could understand what they're saying. Because otherwise, if you're just looking at the video, you really have no idea what this film is about. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to successfully implementing, the proven internet marketing strategies and concepts that you learn about when you first start learning about, internet marketing, you got to remember this. It's extremely important that you first have to be able to understand the online language, because otherwise it's just too confusing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to dive into these all-important three powerful concepts, and we're going to see how they do in fact relate to watching a foreign film that has no subtitles. So here's marketing lesson number one, and this is huge. Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind at any given time when you're writing and or especially talking, like let's say you were hosting a webinar, there's a very good chance anywhere from 20 to 40%, maybe more, of your audience are newbies, in which case they really have no clue what's going on and what you're talking about. So when you use terms like PPC or FTP or SEO, they don't know what you're talking about. Now, PPC, for those of you who don't know, it's pay-per-click advertising. FTP would be File Transfer Protocol. Google it. SEO obviously would be search engine optimization. But the point is, when you're talking, stop and take the time to explain what those terms mean. And we'll discuss what you need to do when you write about them. But it's very important. Otherwise, think of your audience as they're watching this movie and there's no subtitles. It's a foreign film and you're not translating for them. You're going to lose them because they're just going to be completely turned off. So here's marketing lesson number two. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you do a blog post, but especially when you create some type of ebook or PDF information product, and again, you're using that insider's cryptic language, PPC and FTP and all that sort of stuff, POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3, be sure that you include in parentheses in layman's terms what those terms mean. And by the same token, another very good tip and strategy. Anytime you do a mathematical equation, show how you arrived at the final figure. Don't just put it up there and assume that everybody knows what calculations you did. You see this all the time. It's not good. You got to communicate with your audience. They have to be able to follow you or you're going to lose them. And if you lose them, you have no chance of selling. And finally, marketing lesson number three, and that's simply this. Entrepreneur, whenever you're doing an audio interview and you mention a web address, be sure that you actually spell out the address. And if you're using a name, like just for example, take the name Sean. Okay, you hear that. It's SeanSmith.com. Everybody doesn't spell Sean the same. Some people might spell it SEAN. Some people might spell it SHAUN. Whatever the case is, spell out that URL. Say go to www dot, then you say it, and then you spell it. And if there's any hyphens, tell them there's hyphens. But this is the real clincher when it comes to talking and doing audio, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to speak slowly. All right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, based on those three things, if you apply them, entrepreneur, and if you're ready to go to the next level, which means you want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients, then entrepreneur, all you need to do is grab that free 9-page special report, and you can get it at youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again on the Marketing Minute.